What's going on, gang? We back in here like swimwear. Shout out to all my damn slimes in the chat. How we doing today? Anyways, we got some breaking news we gonna cover this morning. This shit right here is bigger than the blogs, bigger than the streets. So y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if y'all ain't subscribed yet. We got the counter right up top. What's going on, Charlene? I see you. Make sure the chat and everything's working. That should have popped up on the screen. How you been? How you been, Charlene? Let me just add this real quick. Alright, there we go, gang. So breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. Everybody's talking about this right now. So Chief Keef, he went to Chicago to do Summer Bash with Lyrical Lemonade. And, you know, everybody was under the impression that he went. He got his bag. He did his performance. He chilled on the west side for a little bit with some of his homies out there in Chicago. And no problems. Nothing happened. Well, now we're hearing a day, 2 days later, that there was actually something that did go down at the Lyrical Lemonade event. So I guess while Chief Keef was on stage performing, doing his little thing, we had No Limit backstage, who they're into it right now. They're into it with each other. And if things don't stop soon, I believe it's going to get real messy between these two. Not only do they live on the same street and know every move about each other, just the whole thing is messy. But anyways, Chief Keef, his entourage, you know, the Glow Gang, he has a couple No Limit people with him, like Doo-Wop, who's been there since day one. His blood cousin Capo, who passed away. Now he's riding with Maneski also, and Big Op, which I believe a lot of the No Limit people probably not feeling that because they ain't get a chance. But No Bibby's brother, they say that's his brother, GMoney. I'm pretty sure y'all know who GMoney is. If y'all don't, go do y'all research. And I'm going to show y'all the footage in a couple of seconds. So GMoney, while Chief Keef's performing on stage, walks right up to Maneski. But what was that you said online? What was that you did? Started throwing straight. What I seen, haymakers, open arm swings. I gotta say, he did look like he got pretty messed up, Maneski. But out of all the people that jumped in to help, and I'm gonna show y'all right now in the footage, was Chief Keef's people. Not No Limit's people. Not Mansky's people, but the Four Corner Hustlers from the west side that go by 4CH. Now they call themselves 4CG, Four Corner Glow, because they're so entwined with Glow Gang. So Chief Keef, when he went out there, he chilled on the west side with those dudes. He felt safe. He was good. He went and did his performance. They tried to get down on one of his homies while he was performing. Looked like 4CG had his back. Now, all I want to say is what's going on, because back in the days, Nlmb, No Limit, used to be one of the most violent, structured gang in Chicago. A gang that don't brag and talk about their work. You know what I'm saying? A gang that's very hush-hush, that don't have a lot of prosecutions. Yeah, they call themselves Terror Town. And I don't know if this is all bleeding over off what happened with J-Dog, J-Dot, whatever his name is. He got out of jail and started taking shots at G Herbo or something like that, and Big Op was around G Herbo, and I guess Maneski said something about it, who was with Keith, and then all of a sudden 2 days later they said Big Op went to go approach him and talk to him about it on the No Limit block. Next thing you know, he was gone. J-Dog. Dead on arrival. Now the crazy thing with the No Limit thing is Nlmb stands for Never Leave My Brothers. They say the No Limit part is really started by like Herbo. And then the MB is the Mosquito Boys. That was started by Bibby. Now the Mosquito Boys, they say, is more about money, getting cash. The No Limit side is more about, you know, getting down and shit like that. But anyways, they combined both together and they made No Limit Mosquito Boys. Never Leave My Brothers. Which for a while, and I believe could still be, was one of the messiest gangs in Chicago that put in work. And they didn't brag about it. That was respected by almost every killer out there. But anyway, let's get into this little footage. I can't show y'all too much, y'all know that. Let me show y'all this hit, Charlene. Check this. Let me turn on all messages real quick. So this is GMoney right here. GMoney. Chief Keef's on stage right now performing. GMoney walks right up to Maneski, who got a problem with Lil Bibby, the Mosquito Boys, and that's Lil Bibby's brother. So this is him right here walking right up to him. Hold on. Hold on, bud. Let me make sure. So y'all seen that open? Look at the open thing. Boom. Another open one. Now the 4CG is gonna step in and grab him. Yo, homie, what you doing? Stop that, stop that. Now this is GMoney right here. He's straight Nlmb too, No Limit. Crazy dude. And as you see, he don't give a shit who's there, who's watching. That man's teeing off on No Limit Maneski like, you know, like he did something to his sister or something. Now I can't even show the rest of that because... Let me fast forward a little bit more, though. As you see, 4CG, the Four Corner Hustlers or the Four Corner Glow, they're usually always deep. I heard they had about 20, 30 members out there. No Limit's usually deep too, but they beefing with each other right now, so some people don't want to pick sides, some people don't know what to do. The whole situation is messy, but we already got a member that we know about already, not talking about the shit that ain't known about, that was already, you know, tooken out over this petty bullshit. A little fight that could have been handled with these. Come on now. But that's Bibby right there. Like I say, they say pretty much Herbo owns the No Limit. He owns the MB, the Mosquito Boys. But they're mainly together. No Limit, Mosquito Boys. Never Leave My Brothers. So the only people that was beefing in this video was No Limit. But 4CG, Chief Keef's homies, said, nah, this guy's with us. He's with Chief Keef. Y'all ain't gonna jump him like that on our watch. So they all jumped in, and I heard they effed GMoney up worse than what he did to Homeboy. I can't even show that part. I believe this is when 4CG and them was outside. Somebody got laid out. So yeah, what I gotta say is Chief Keef, he had a lot of gangsters at that show, that's for sure. There was Chief Keef, he's known on every block. Plus, where he's not known, people are still gonna wanna see him because he's the innovator of this stuff. You got people from No Limit there, like I said, 150 No Limit. You got people from O Block there, 600 there, Front Street there, Mickey Cobras, his ops, you know what I'm saying? Vice Lords. So many people were there, and he brought at least 40 people on stage to perform with him. But I guess all this went on backstage. But since it's Chicago, no guns were pulled, no knives were pulled. Everybody was able to leave peacefully, which is a good thing. But it looked like it was just something personal that went on. And, you know, your boy GMoney wanted to put the beats on Maneski. That's what it looks like. And he was like, I'm gonna treat this dude like my son. Nobody get involved in this. And straight whooped him in front of everybody. So the 4CG dudes hopped in like, nah, ain't gonna happen. So as you see, I typed in Nlmb money, and look who pops up, Bibby. That's how you could see that's Bibby's people right there. Look, I popped right here, little Bibby, No Limit Molly, No Limit Man, No Limit EBK Moody, No Limit Crazy James. I guarantee that's about 80% of the freaking the other side of No Limit that's beefing. And not to mention, this is all on the same street, gang. Imagine how treacherous this is. This guy on that side claiming MB and you claiming NL on this side. Not only these guys are already known to get into it, Terror Town, aka Drench Gang, Nlmb, 150 Rock Block, Kobe Squad, Pistol Gang. That's all of them together right there back in the day. That's Juice WRLD and Bibby having him on jets and shit. They actually getting their foot in the door too, I noticed. The NLMBs, the No Limits. As you see, Chief Keef been working with, like I said, No Limit Doo-Wop for a good amount of time now, since day one. So his foot's damn near in the door. Now you got Maneski, he just brought aboard. Big Op also. And I think the rest of them in the hood are just jealous, sweating, and hating. Maybe they did disrespect his homeboy, you know what I mean? Instead of fighting his homeboy, they did what they did to him. I understand that street business. So this is No Limit GMoney right here, guys. So that's GMoney. This is Juice WRLD, and that's Bibby right there. So GMoney was the one that went up and freaking got super punched Maneski. Now, as you know, Bibby right on the side of him, that looks like Bibby's to-go man, if you know what I'm saying, right? But yeah, they all go back, these guys. Look at this picture right here. That's No Limit, GMoney, and Lil Bibby right there. I guess that's why they brothers. But yeah, the concert was great in itself. Chief Keef put up a great performance. I gotta say that. You could not tell that anything happened behind scenes or there was any mess ups by just his performance. So he did a great job at holding that together. Sexy Red, I believe, was on the stage. He had about 40, gang members from Chicago. But just backstage, this shit went down. And like I said, it's going to get a lot more messier if this shit ain't contained. That's the first warning right there. Them firing off, and I mean with punches, right on TV. Not giving a shit, who's around, what's watching. That's the first sign right there. What's going on, good man? Let me see if we got any of them talking about it. Hold on. See if we can find any of them talking about it real quick. I doubt it because this shit's fresh. Well, we got Chief Keef. Nope, this is March 2nd. Now let's see what it says on the articles about this shit. Somebody subbed, they ain't pop up on my screen. Hey, we got TTS on, by the way, too, guys. Try it out. I think you gotta press say.
Hey.
Ha ha ha. They trying to suppress this shit. Love and great sets. Yeah, I even heard G Herbo was there too. It's like they trying to keep that fight in-house. We're gonna have to find people on Twitter reporting it. Watch this. Chief Keef fight backstage. Oh shit.
He's one of the reasons that we are.
Dude should have tried that someplace else. Them 4CG boys always on go for Chief Keef. Chief Keef and Main 4CG at Blood Money's funeral, 2014. One of the last times he was in Chicago. So Main 4CG was one of the first people Chief Keef signed from the West Side, the Four Corner Hustlers, to Glow Gang. And he's the one that started this whole Four Corner Glow Gang shit. Then Chief's right-hand man showed up to his blood cousin Blood Money's funeral. Been locked up since, though. And all his homies are still riding out with Keef. So that's them right here. They all throw up the 4s. I guess they from West Side. And they're the 4 corner hustlers, so that's what the 4 means. They throw up the 4s. It was during Sosa's set at Summer Smash, and Maneski is his homie who came with him to Chicago. 4CG saw dude getting beat on, so they stepped in. See guys, this was 10 hours ago, so this news is just crack-a-lacking. I don't think it got nothing to do with Sosa though. No, it don't got nothing to do with Sosa. That's why they waited till he started singing and performing, or they would have waited till he was backstage. Chief Keef's 4CG, they calling him Chief Keef's 4 corner glow, reportedly jumped Lil Bibby's brother, No Limit GMoney, after GMoney allegedly punched No Limit affiliate Maneski during Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash in Chicago. Now I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty embarrassing too, and very disrespectful to Chief Keef. And that's probably what everybody else was thinking. Chief Keef brings Maneski on tour with him. You know what I'm saying? You just come out the woodwork and freaking haymaker this guy and freaking crack his jaw. Everybody probably looking at Keef like, what the hell he got going on? So these dudes jump on you like gorillas. Like there's a place, you know what I'm saying? A place and a time for everything. Sound like he just wants to fuck up the whole event for everybody. Because one thing about Keef, he brings the talent with him. And the loyalness, of course. You can't be all talent and have no loyalty. Gotta be a mix and mix. You know what I'm saying? So the people from No Limit, because his blood cousin was Capo from No Limit. No Limit doo-wop been there since day one in Glow Gang. He shows love. So if you show him you want to work and you want to make music and get off your ass like Drench, Little Drench and Big Op, he gonna give your ass a chance. As long as you ain't take his diapers and So Chief Keef's, look, like I just told y'all guys, I broke it all down for y'all. 4 corner glow, 4CG, reportedly jumped, No Limit. So before 4 corner glow, these guys are known on the west side to be called the 4 corner hustlers. It's just like a Vice Lord, a Black Disciple. They know that like just as much on the west side. They just changed their whole approach to 4 corner glow because they were riding with Keef so hard. So they jumped Lil Bibby's brother No Limit GMoney after GMoney allegedly punched Nlmb. And I'm not gonna lie too, Nlmb, they're another one of them gangs that I respect that risen in the ranks. That became one of the most terrifying and violent gangs. That don't brag on Instagram or post their work. You know what I'm saying? But lately it's been a lot of young heads and shit in there. And they fucking the game up and they gonna get their whole selves reco'd. Look at this. Chief Keef reunited with his father after returning to Chicago after 14 years. Hold on, guys. You telling me that's all it took for him to reunite with his father? I know Chief Keef got jets. Never mind airplanes. 12 rooms. Hey guys, the chat working? Type something in the chat.
Two.
It's working. We got TTS on also, boys. Hit that like button if y'all haven't liked yet. Happy birthday to my goat, my son. So this is when Chief Keef was back in Chicago before all this mess went down. We could see who he's hanging with, who's he with. I'll point out some of the guys if I notice them.
Right, folks. You phone them in the rack. Stop it, man. Lay them in the rack, man.
You know to go back. Let's go.
Hold on.
40 pebbles and shit.
See your wrist, folks.
40 pebbles and shit.
Ooh, man, that shit's sexy. Look at them crosses with them freaking diamonds and
This my
gems.
shorty rich as hell. Oh, my shorty rich as hell.
Got the Timberlands on.
Hey, we gonna kill it, brother. On couch.
Cereal.
All out there, everything on the line.
You know
Stop
that.
it, man.
I don't know this cereal and milk. Stop playing though. Ain't this cereal and milk,
Everything on the
huh?
line.
Cereal and milk.
CG change it.
He stayed with his originals, his day ones. That's Tato right there. Ball out. You know what I'm saying? No Limit Doo-Wop. I believe this is Caper Boy right here. Fredo Santana's
That
brother.
bitch smacking.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, girl, can't stop playing. Yeah.
Come on, this motherfucker crib with 80, man. Come on, I came home and ran it up. Came home, ran it up. This motherfucker, this bitch shut the doors by itself. This
Some 4CG members.
2026. This ain't no old shit, man. Fuck out of here, man.
So fucking go. You know that, shorty. You know that.
What a real camera. God damn, for you got up taking. You don't got the real camera. Come back some.
My boy Keith Fresh. Shout out to him for getting off that lean too. Shout out for getting off that lead. Look, GMoney from Nlmb, Lil Bibby's brother who strikes Maneski from Nlmb at Summer Smash. So yeah, it sounded like he just walked right up to him, didn't give no F's, and just let off on homeboy. And 4CG, like, it ain't going down that way. He with us. And, you know, had his back, which I gotta respect. Look at your boy about to hammer away at him. He don't even... Look, they got him by his chain and everything, bruh. Here's the 4CG boys. They got their chains on too, like, right, going right into it. That's how it should be. If ain't none of these dudes did anything, didn't defend him, just sat there and watched, they wouldn't be on Chief Keef's roster. That's why Chief Keef rocks with these guys. And what's sad is he's closer to the people that beat him than the guys that helped him. This game all fucked up, Playboy. Look, they got him dirty too. Your boy thinking I'm gonna get him right on Summer Smash. Chief Keef's performing. This gonna go viral plus viral. That's what it seems like he was thinking, like, in my head. All I gotta do is slap him or punch him. But little did you know, it backfired. But now I bet you Maneski, he's feeling like he got something to prove. Like he just took a L. He still goes back to the block. Mind you, the whole block is fighting right now. Most of them still live there. Only a very, very few, 1, 2, or 3, is with Chief Keef. So it's gonna get ugly out there. Look, you got Front Street replying. Now the ones that it's with Chief is this dude right here, Maneski. This guy's not with Chief, GMoney, he's still on the block. He's got money though, cause Bibby's brother, all that. But Big Op is still on the block, and that's one of Chief Keef's best friends. And they're saying that's what started this whole problem, cause Big Op went across the street, No Limit block, he's No Limit, talked to J Dot about what he said about him and Chief. Laid him right where he laid him down right where he stood. That's all I gotta say. Laid him down right there, right where he stood. So the trenches is in a frenzy right now. Shit, he didn't have to do that. He could have used these, the knuckles. Let me show y'all a little something. Who I'm talking about. Big J-Dog. Hold on, I had a good, let me get back on this Reddit page, boys. How's everybody doing, y'all? Hit that chat up. We got TTS on. This should be it right here, boys. We got TTS on. Hit that like. So look, this is how far they go back. This is Bibby and GMoney. This is little Bibby. Look how skinny Bibby is, chat. This is the thread I wanted to get to. From rags to riches. Who's this with? Bibby and GMoney. That's GMoney. So y'all see now why Bibby is close with a certain group of people. Probably live towards that top of the block. And G Herbo, who got famous, is cool with another certain group of people. But they're still the same, organization. See, this is them all together, I believe. That's Bibby, his brother, Juice World. You know Bibby signed Juice World, right? Bibby also signed this white kid right here, I believe. What's his name again? Bibby's making moves behind the scenes. Look, he knocked GMoney the F out, chat. Look at this, gang. He knocked GMoney the F out. Oh, Chief Keef standing right by him, too. And this looks like a 4CG member. So this little guy right here. Damn, the vlog's got his face and everything online. Is the one that came up to GMoney when he was fighting by himself. I'm surprised he ain't have none of the Mosquito Boys behind him. You know what I mean? The other half of No Limit. He was Dolo. And then the 4CG came and whooped him. But they're saying it's the dude right here, allegedly. GMoney and Nlmb getting knocked out and stomped after punching Maneski. Whoo! I told Deeski's mama I don't eat meat. She made me collard greens. Ooh, why Deeski's in there? Maneski after getting snatched. Check this out, gang. Oh, I remember that, dude. That's Maneski right there. Look at how fucked up he looks, gang. His shirt's off. His clothes is off, chat. Tell me I'm tripping, chat. His clothes is off. His shirt is off. His jewelry looks off. He got his watch on. What'd he say? You took my chain. Look at him looking right at the camera, too. Yeah, we see you, big guy.
Sound like the police.
Oh, we took your chain. You look right at the camera when you said that. Look.
You sound like the police. Look at this police ass.
Soft ass. That's why Hobie said you sound like the police. He said he took my chain and then looked at the camera because he knew he did something wrong. And then the homie said, you sound like the police. Am I right or wrong, chat? Give it to me.
You sound like the police. Look at this police ass.
It's your police ass. They clowning him at that show. They said, you sound like the police. Get out of here, yo police ass. So he's all fucked up. His shirt's off. Who knows what drugs he's on. Look, they saying right here, do you call this snitching? My chain. He looks right at the camera. Oh shit, I fucked up.
You sound like the police. Look at this police ass.
Damn, you got staff talking to him like that, cuz? You got the staff talking to him like that, cuz? Shit. So this is Big Op right here, guys. For those who don't know, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm gonna read it. Big Op, Drench Gang, / Bloodbath, / now he's in 4CG, that's crazy, / Glow Limit, / MBG when he was 14 catching bodies. So this is the guy who started this whole No Limit beef, guys. If y'all want to listen to me and find out how this whole shit got started, why they went to Chief Keef's concert and, you know, let off on GMoney, why GMoney let off on Maneski, this is why. Because Big Op allegedly had beef with J-Dog, and they met up right in the hood of No Limit, started arguing. Somehow it led to weapons, and next thing you know, J-Dog was laid down, put to rest, pretty messed up. Some people you just can't talk to. But he riding with Herbo, he riding with DURK, he riding with them. So J-Dog, J-Dot, the person that passed away, that's Bibby's people, that's GMoney's people, the ones who just attacked and got jumped last night. Happy birthday, D-Rose. This is Big Op right here from No Limit. Oh, they're saying during the fight, he was doing the chicken dance. Like he didn't hit nobody, he didn't do nothing, he didn't help nobody. Now, I think that's because GMoney got a lot of rank. Like I said, this shit's gonna get messy. If he would have touched GMoney, there would have been big consequences to this. And I still think there's gonna be big consequences for 4CG. But they had enough people to where they were comfortable doing it. But as you see, Big Op, the one who allegedly got it in with J-Dog, he didn't even want to do anything to stop it. Look, they call him chicken feet. Chicken feet. See everybody backing up? Look at your boy right here. What the fuck did he do? Niggas are rarely wildin'. Look at this guy, his shirt halfway ripped off. These are 40, 30-year-old men. Holy. Uh-oh, look. Little Sam. Now here we when the threats and shit come. Little Sam, BVC, I don't even know who the hell that is, says 4CG ain't safe in the Biddy or the burbs. 4CG can't come chill on the southeast side or the burbs. Ooh. Look, it's not No Limit versus MB. It's not the whole of No Limit versus the whole of Mosquitoing Boys. It's the mainly Drench Gang 150 versus Boss Gang. J Doggy was part of Boss Gang, and all he done was call out Herbo and members that are 150, Wop, Maneski, Ricky, after J Dog got unalived by G Fave. Yeah, there are some No Limit members that like Juvie, Cairo, Smoke the Don, Rel Gotti, Shorty Mob, members etc. who are basically now MBK. Oh, that must be Mosquito Boy's killer. That's crazy to be No Limit and to be that. But there are still members from No Limit who still claim Nlmb as a whole, like Jock, Fyro, and even Light Sean, who recently made Nlmb change. They even real big in jail, Nlmb. So like this split up, I don't know how it's gonna work out. If it was really No Limit versus MB, there would be bloodshed by now, since they know the ins and outs of each other, and it's been a year since J-Dog passed away, and nothing ever happened since until Summer Stash. And even I think it's not to do with J-Dog's situation, but something more personal. Big Op also publicity dissed Project Pat, Bibby, and GMoney, who are all Boss Gang. So why did they touch Big Op? What's it saying? To make it even worse. It's crazy, Alright guys, that's about it for now. Chief Keef, he's back home, he's safe, he did his show successfully, he got his bag. Only thing, a little drama popped off backstage. You know how it is when you bring the hood to somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Chief Keef coming back to Chicago, doing his thing. Unfortunately, I gotta say, that's what happens when you put too many African Americans in one spot for some reason. Some bullshit's gonna pop off. You stepped on my sneaker, you banged my ex-wife, man, you stole my song, and some bullshit gonna pop off. But at the end of the day, let's be glad in the state of Chicago that it was handled with these and not none of these or none of these. So I gotta admire that. Cops let everybody go. You know, they don't give a shit unless there's weapons or crap. But anyways, all I'm gonna say is y'all keep your eye out, keep your ears open, and pay attention to 79 in Essex, which is No Limit. There's gonna be a lot of activity there. I'm calling it. If this shit don't come to a halt. But if things got that serious, where you gonna fire on man on camera, like I said, No Limit, from what I know, what I was raised and brought up, their structure always been on the hush hush. No Limit is No Limit business. You got a problem with somebody, you don't gotta air them out on TV for the cops and everybody to see. And at one time, they was the only gang not doing shit like this, and I respected them for it. But what can you say? Times change. These little kids are hard-headed. But all I gotta say is peace out, everybody. Make the most out your day. Make the most out your time. Don't let the time make the most out of you. I'm out of here, y'all. God bless.